And some of us have taken this as a personal mission to engage in developing something, developing some specifications in the subject of perpetual payments. I, at this time, would like to thank Shri Nirmal, Secretary General IRC and ADG MORTH, and the team of whole IRC for their dedicated efforts, untiring efforts in organizing various activities of IRC continuously, even though COVID was there, and we could achieve much in this midterm council meeting. I thank you for your presence, sir, and take this opportunity.
Thank you, sir. I now request Honorable Union Minister of State for Road Transport and Highways, General Dr. V.K. Singh ji, to address the council members and give your views of it.
Our guide and a person who has put his heart and soul in ensuring that India has the best possible roads, our Honorable Union Minister for Road Transport, Highways and MSME, Shri Nitin Gadkari ji, President IRC, Shri C.P. Joshi ji, Director General Road Development and Special Secretary MORTH, Shri I.K. Pandey, Secretary General IRC, Shri S.K. Nirmal, immediate past President, Shri Toli Basar, Vice Presidents, Shri H.R. Raheja, K.K. Pipri, Umesh Kumar and Jaswant Singh ji, distinguished members of the Council and invitees, ladies, gentlemen, and all others who have joined this particular IRC meeting today, the plenary session. Firstly, it needs no emphasis that highway sector and highway infrastructure is one of the most vital needs of the country. Better the roads, shorter the distances, it makes a difference to the economy of the country. And that is something which Nitinji has been professing. And this is what has been the great program that has been launched under the leadership of our Honorable Prime Minister, being executed by Nitin Gadkari ji, in which various programs, whether they're expressway, they're economic corridors, they are SARDP and LW area projects, they are high density corridors, green corridors, and even to a certain extent the PMGSY, which comes under a different ministry, but follows the type of standards that IRC lays down. Various things have also been done in terms of ease of business, where stakeholders' confidence can be increased, and especially where the payment process was concerned under Atmanirbhar Bharat. One thing which Nitinji said, and I would like to repeat that, we must ensure that the contractors, small contractors, to whom the larger ones outsource, they get their payment. Because these small contractors are larger in number. They are the ones who actually do a lot of good work. And if they are not paid in time, then the whole project suffers. So therefore, it is incumbent on us to ensure that this issue is taken care of and looked after without any intervention from us to ensure that whether this is being done or not. IRC is not only a pivotal organization which provides pooling of wisdom on highway engineers and practitioners, but it also specifies codes. And let me also congratulate the IRC for taking out 13 papers, out of which 6 are new, 6 new documents. It's quite an achievement, and I think you all deserve a pat on your back for all the good work and hard work that has been done. The one particular issue which I would like to highlight is that what we need is roads which can be built faster and roads which are cheaper to build. These two aspects need to be taken care of. which means that we need to review the technology from time to time. I would seriously feel that deliberations are done in these two aspects so that we can come up with solutions. Is prefab an answer? Will it make things cheaper and better, under better quality control? Prefab can go to what all things? Is it just structures? Can we follow model at times which has been followed in China, where even the road surface was done with prefab pieces? I think this needs a deliberation so that we can produce quality roads, roads which can come up faster, and roads which will last longer. If the road doesn't last longer, it means there is some fault somewhere. And whatever organizations that you all are talking to, the international organizations, that wisdom must be converted into what we require for our country. The solution must be indigenous. Solution must suit our conditions, where there are high temperatures, there are great variation in temperatures, the type of rain fall is different, the water accumulation, etc., drainage, all these need to be taken into account so that roads can last longer. Do also look at the material that is being used. Let's look into the future. Maybe after 10 years, we will not get aggregate. We are getting enough aggregate now. What is the solution? We start thinking now so that in future we do not get this problem. And how do you maintain the quality? It is a major issue which must be taken care of, and the highway engineers must be trained to ensure that this is taken care of. It's a good thing that you are training people for safety by running various 15-day training courses for road safety auditors. It's a very important subject. Road safety is one of the most important things for the country. And I would personally feel that your success and your satisfaction should be judged by how you can ensure road safety in terms of geometrics of the road and technical parameters that you put on the road so that the roads remain safe. And lastly, two more things. One, our roads must surpass even the world standards, but at our cost, not at the cost at which they are abroad. And these must include the best possible things in terms of design, in terms of greening, in terms of how we channelize the water and use it for other purposes. All these must be given a thought. That way, the Baldana, the project was a big example in Maharashtra where the water was channelized and then it has been used for irrigation purposes for the villages. I think we need to look at the road as a project which has got so many other things which have to be done. And let a DPR not become a catch-22. I think DPR must be validated properly by whosoever is looking at it. Otherwise, what happens is DPR is made, so whosoever is the contractor, he goes by the DPR. Whosoever is the supervisor, he goes by the DPR, and ultimately you get a faulty road. The validation of DPR is most important. And I think if you can lay down norms for that, it will make a lot of difference to the way we are making roads. I wish this council meeting the very best and hope that we will have great many solutions coming for better, cheaper, and world-class roads. Thank you very much. Jai Hind.
Sir, before I seek your blessings and invite you, I just want to inform you that yesterday in the day-long session, right from morning 10 o'clock to evening 8 o'clock, we discussed 13 documents, out of which one document which you had given a challenge to us that for use of Coir geotextile. And I am happy to inform you, sir, that yesterday we have approved this document, Coir geotextile, and shortly we will print this document for the use of public. So this is one challenge. And last time you were also asking for jute. Jute already, sir, we have released. Patna we have finalized and we released. So these two documents are very, very important for common use and for the employment generation and all. And another important document which yesterday we have approved is that guideline for identifying and treating black spots. I think this is also need of the hour for road safety. And we have taken the best, all the international, specifications we have studied. And based of that, best practices we have prepared and this approved this black spot document. So these are the three important documents which we have finalized. So now, without wasting much time, I, sir, invite you to give your blessings to this council, IRC council. Thank you, sir.
Honorable General Dr. V.K. Singh, President of IRC Sri C.P. Joshi, Director General and Special Secretary for MRTH Mr. Sri I.K. Pandey, Secretary General IRC Sri S.K. Nirmal, Immediate President IRC Sri Toli Basar, Vice President of IRC Sri H.R. Raheja, K.P. Pipri, Umesh Kumar and Jaswant Singh ji, other all respectable dignitaries of the dais, distinguished IRC members and invitees, ladies and gentlemen and friends from the media. First of all, I am giving my all best wishes to all of you for your great success where member of IRC or even the engineers, those who contributes historically and remarkable for road construction in India. Particularly at the January end, our data was 28 km per day. But before March end, I am confident that we will cross 40 kilometers per day. And this is the historical achievement for the ministry, and where only ministers are not responsible for this great success. We are all working as a team, as a family, and every engineer, every officer is a part and parcel of the team. So for this great success, you are all responsible for that. And I am giving my special congratulations and best wishes to all of you for this great success. That first time in the country, we are already break the previous records. And now we are going to achieve the 100% goal of 40 kilometers per day. Again, I am congratulate all of you and particularly I.K. Pandey ji with a very, very positive approach. We have our team working under the leadership of Mr. I.K. Pandey for Jojila Tunnel. And because of great efforts of all of our officers, we succeed in the mission and we save 5,000 crores of our country in Jojila Tunnel. Everywhere now it is the most important agenda for the ministry that we need to improve the quality of the construction, but at the same time we need to reduce the cost of construction. And that is one of the reasons for which we need research, innovations, and using of successful practices in the whole world. Today, I am happy that the IRC has already taken decision about coir matting using in road construction. Already IRC has passed and already accepted the jute mat, use of jute mat in road construction. I feel that this is going to create 100% good quality of roads. But at the same time, we are going to be helpful for the farmers of Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, Kerala and Telangana, where the farmers and the young talented youth of that area, they will get employment through making of this geomatrix, using of this coir and jute mattresses for our road construction. I will request you regarding the soil stabilization, that is also an equally important subject. Because of aggregate, we are facing the problem to getting permission from the state government. But by using soil stabilized technology, I am confident that we can reduce the quantity of aggregate. And for that reason, we need to take more experiments. It is a success story, but somewhere we need to take some initiative in it. At the same time, respectable VK Singh is giving reference of Buldana pattern, where we are making dredging of rivers and at the same time nalas and taking mud from the lakes using for road construction. But the indirect benefit that because of that it is to be creating a huge water storage capacity and water conservation and giving really life to the thousands of people of that area. Actually in Buldana district there was a migration of the people because of shortage of water. But now 28,000 wells are well charged and now the water scarcity problem is resolved. We are also making bridge cum bandhara, bridge cum barrage, where I will request to all of you, when you are constructing the bridge, at the same time, at least there may be a increase in cost by 10%, but by which you can make water storage there and which can solve the water problem of that area. We are giving a slogan that दौड़ने वाले पानी को चलने के लिए लगाओ, चलने वाले पानी को रुकने के लिए लगाओ और रुके हुए पानी को जमीन को पीने के लिए लगाओ. गांव का पानी गांव में, खेत का पानी खेत में, घर का पानी घर में. Water is a big problem, particularly Rajasthan, Gujarat, Maharashtra, Karnataka, Telangana, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Jharkhand, Chhattisgarh, and particularly Orissa. These are the states where we are facing the acute problem, water problem. So by making good construction, road construction, we can resolve the water problem, water scarcity problem in that area. And that can be a great contribution from all of us for the poor people who are not getting water. And if we can resolve that problem, that can be a great achievement for all of us. Regarding precast technology also, there are a lot of things. I have taken initiative in Nagpur in CRF work. We have decided to make 2-kilometer road by using pre-concrete slab. And that is very important, by which we can also change the total approach of the road construction. The most important thing which we are facing today, it is because of high price of cement and steel. And this is a big challenge for all infrastructure projects. Even in government budget or in a public-private investment, it is because of rise of particularly the price in cement and steel, we are facing very, very crucial problem. The rise in price not only because of any rise, particularly rise in raw material, rise in power tariff, rise in labor salaries, nothing is there. It is a sophisticated cartel and they are taking the advantage of the situation. So it is going to create huge problem for all the sectors. Even the MSME, small people are facing problem in their export because of price are high, are already increased. It is difficult for them to supply the material. It is the contractor who are facing the problem because of price in steel and cement. The projects are economically non-viable. I am giving one thought to all of you, that is it possible for us to, whether we can reduce the use of cement and steel in the road construction. This can be a great challenge for all of us. I am not an engineer, neither an expert person, but I have confidence that we can reduce the size of steel and cement in road construction, particularly for the bridges Now we approved the technology by which is already used in Malaysia and Singapore. By in the bridge construction, in place of using of steel bar, we can use steel fiber, where we get more strength, and distance between the two pillar maximum in the present rules and regulation it comes to 30 meter by using steel. But by using steel fiber we can make that distance up to 100 meter. That is going to reduce the cost. So my suggestion is, and always I telling to DG IK Pandey, that is it possible for us to use of steel fiber in bridge construction by reducing the cost. The second important thing is we have already received one of the representation and presentation from Reliance. Using of that synthetic fiber, carbon fiber, I don't know exact name of that material, by which using of that material in road construction and bridge construction, even for repair for the bridges. So that can be a good alternative. I tell to them that before approving your material, you have to sign contract with the ministry for state and central government and fix the rate. If we start the using of material, then you increase the rate, it's not good. At the same time, my suggestion to you, if we can use in ready-mix concrete plant, if you can use steel fiber or plastic fiber, and in by which you can reduce the using of cement material in that concrete, then if you can reduce the cost and reduce the also the cement material for that, that can be also a great thing. I feel that this is the time for the country that we should give lesson to the people who are making the cartels and exploiting the poor people and exploiting the state governments and the country for their personal self-interest. This is not a fair attitude for the people by and large. We need to take some innovative suggestions and actions by which we can stop them. Exactly, I will request all of you to think on that line and reduce the use of cement and steel in the road construction. Regarding bitumen, I will request you, we are constantly working on this line, that modified bitumen, using of 10% plastic and rubber, waste rubber in the bitumen. Still, it is not implemented properly. Actually, this is the time for ecology and environment. We need to use more steel and plastic and rubber waste in the bitumen. I am going to call a meeting of all refineries 2 days before. The chairman of Indian Oil was with me in my house. I was requesting him that it is possible for you to make it, it can be nothing like that. Actually, we are now in process of making of bio-bitumen. Today also we have a discussion with the chairman of Praj Industry, Mr. Pramod Chaudhary, and they are making the bio-aviation fuel from biomass, which is already used by our helicopters and fighter jet successfully, and the byproduct by which we are getting is bitumen. I don't know the cost of that, but using of biomass and agriculture material for bitumen, this can be really a good idea. I know that we are using bioplastic, that is from ethanol, and that is biodegradable plastic, by which that is 78 hours it is biodegradable. So even now we can think about all the thing on that line. Our IIT, our engineering colleges they are making constantly research on it, and a whole successful technology available in the world. We need to accept that. So my request is that you should make this IRC as a 24/7 body. Mr. Joshi was working with me in Maharashtra I remember he was a deputy engineer. He was a good officer, then promoted to executive engineer, then superintending engineer, then chief engineer, and after that he will become the secretary of PWD of Maharashtra. Now he is retired. He is a very good officer. I will request him that money is not the problem. I am ready to support you. But why you are not making a full-time 24/7 organization as a IRC, and where the people who are more interested technically and making research and who have special liking for that, you can take the retired people in this organization, young talented IIT engineers. You can formulate and plan for development of your own laboratory, and you can make testing activities by which you will get the revenue, and at the same time this model can work, and it will be a 100% 24/7 organization. I never understand the professional organization, engineering research organization like you, who are only working part-time. This is beyond my expectation. I feel that this is the time for all of us that you should plan and develop an idea for the future and development of research training institute of IRC. And it is exactly the need of the hour. You can make own collaboration with IITs and engineering colleges. You can take advantage of all research available in the world. The most important thing where we need your help for road safety. Even the signage which are to be already established, they are not planned. There are a lot of mistakes. Everywhere the specialization is there. It's starting from signage, road marking, and about preparation of DPR is a big problem. We are facing the problem of road safety is a big problem in our country. Every year we have 5 lakhs accidents and 1,50,000 deaths. This is now we are concentrating on 4 E's. One is engineering, that is road engineering and automobile engineering, where our ministry is responsible for both. We need to develop road engineering. We need to identify black spots, and at least when black spots we are identified, we should not repeat the mistake for the another road for making new black spots. We should be very much sensitive about it. I am very sorry to say that the people, those who are making DPR, they are the main culprit, they are responsible for the road accidents and the deaths of the people. I feel that you should be more cautious, more sensitive, and we need to make appropriate planning, and we have to save the life of the people. At last, I will ask you one question, because I am a member of your family. And my first question is going to DG, and then the chairman, and then all of you. You are accepting good technology, good innovation, good research in IRC. You are giving them approval. But the people, those who are sitting in the conference and those who are listening the conference, I want to ask them a very, very pointed question. Whatever the recommendations which is accepted by the IRC, are you using that all your whatever the reports you receive and you accept it in your field work? And this is $1 million question. I don't know what is the problem in it. For implementation, if you have any problem, any hesitation, if you need any safety or anything for you, come to me directly. I will support you. But whatever the reports, new technology, new innovation, new research, which are accepted by the IRC as a council, it is not implemented on ground level. This is exactly a painful thing for me. Our country is the fastest growing economy. we don't have any problem about the revenue is concerned. Even in the COVID period for this year, we will cross the limit of 34,000 crore in toll. And up to end of this 5 year, our target is to go it to for 1,34,000 crore per year. We are raising funds from the market. We don't have resources planning, but we should have a serious and 100% perfection with the technology, and where we need to think about road safety, where we need to reduce the cost of construction and improve the quality of construction. Use of different materials which are available in the country, whether we can be useful for creating more employment potential in the rural agriculture and tribal area by accepting this coir and jute mattresses in road construction. For ecology and environment, whether it is possible to use plastic and rubber for that. I feel that somewhere the new initiative from your sides are very important. We need to make transparent process, corruption-free system, time-bound decision-making process, and where we need to take performance audit. I know that the financial audit is very important, but I always have faith that the performance audit is more important than financial audit. I like people who can get the things done. I really appreciate some of the engineers who are contributing really, very, very good for the country. And 100% those people are contributing their efforts for nation building. You are the instrument of nation building. You got the opportunity for make the road not for the people but for the country. And where now the people are talking good about road construction, it is not only my credit or General V.K. Singh's credit. It is the credit of all engineers and officers who are working day and night. It is your great work. Because of that, as a minister, we are getting credit for that. But I always remember this is not only my credit or V.K. Singh's credit. It is the credit of all the engineers who are working day and night hard for road construction. I know that many of the people who are taking tremendous efforts, and their dedication, their sacrifice, their commitment is very important. Sometimes when I am annoyed, I talk something straight about time when there was the inauguration of building of NHI. I talk many things and it was going to the media, and I feel that bad after that the people criticize the babus and engineers. But there are many good people also, they are working hard. The Delhi-Mumbai Express Highway, you are engineers, under the leadership of Manoj Kumar, our engineer in NHI, working day and night fast. And the cost of the road is 1 lakh crore. The 50% work is already completed. And I am confident that our team is going to complete that project within a year or 1.5 years. It can be a great express highway for the country. The Jojila tunnel, our NHI DCL people are doing, really it's a very, very difficult task. The minus 12-degree temperature they are working there. So when I criticize, I feel guilty conscious that I am also criticizing the people, those who are working good. But the media people, they take it as that I am talking with the concern with all engineers. There are really good engineers, but we cannot classify it good and bad. And that is the reason that somewhere we are talking something about the work and criticize the people. The media is taking it the other way. I know that as a minister, myself and V.K. Singh ji get tremendous respect and regard for performance. But that performance is not only because of me and V.K. Singh ji. This is a performance because of every person belong to the ministry and NHI DCL who is working day and night. The credit goes to them. As a student of management, I always talking to the people. Yesterday, I was talking with Howard University, and always giving one example to all the people that this is not my credit. And I'm giving the example of mathematics that A person works A square and B person works B square, the total work is A square plus B square. But when A and B comes together, A plus B bracket square equal to A square plus B square plus twice AB. And thus twice AB is a result of collective team spirit. I know that when I was minister in Maharashtra, I got appointed to construct 55 flyovers in Mumbai, Worli Bandra Ceiling Project and Mumbai Pune Express Highway. When I got opportunity to visit on the site, at night, I was seen to my executive engineer and deputy engineer was working there at the night. I really appreciate your efforts, your dedication, your commitment. And that is one of the reasons that people are now recognizing road ministry and engineers and all the ministers because of your work. We need to work more. Country is expecting from us. We need to accept boldly new innovation and research. All type of the negative mentality, not taking decision, not accepting new innovation, new research. We should remove that mindset. Morally, we need to make more strong. With the positivity and self-confidence, you take the decision. And don't hesitate me. I never have any faith on any protocol. If you have a problem, come to me directly. Tell me your problem. And 100% I will support you. I am always talking to the people that either you convince me or convinced by me. If you are positioned to convince me, I will accept your view. So this is the time for all of us as a teamwork to make this nation strong, to make Indian economy as a global economy. And without of good infrastructure, we cannot make global economy. The dream of the Prime Minister to make Indian economy of $5 trillion and making the infrastructure of 111 lakh crore. We don't have money problem. I always telling to the people, if there is a will, there is a way. The positivity and strong political will is the strength. Appropriate vision is the strength. Taking decision fast with transparency and without corruption, that is the strength. We need to digitalize total system. I always tell to DG and people, why people are coming to our office? Why there is not a system of a digital system by which we can make the contact with the people? We can make such a digital office where no person need to come to the office. We have video conference which is available, but we are working paperwork and sending paper to state government and they are giving the answer. Again by the system it is coming to us. I advise to the DG that you should take the roundtable meeting video conferences, make the minutes and take the decision. We need to improve management. We need to accept digital management system, use the latest technology starting from video conference to computerization, paperless office to drone technology and different technology in the engineering, civil engineering. Why we are, what hesitation we have? Why we are not accept this? This is the time where I always think on the line that I got opportunity. These are the 5 years with me. We are a democratic country. We are the world, big democracy in the world. So I have got only 5 years. And that 5 years, every day I am counting that how I can be helpful for this country, for the people of this country to help them. How we can make the good infrastructure. How we can stop the road accidents. And now it is the time that our department has already get clearance from the Prime Minister office for making ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, light railway, everything. So we are always thinking on the line that how we can make this. We have got all the capability and engineering competence with our people. The sky is the limit. We can make miracles. And 100% the people like you, 100% we are going to write the name of these people on the history of our country, in the infrastructure history of our country. So this is the opportunity we have. And I'm expecting from the IRC, come to me, whatever the grants you need, we will help you. I will use my good offices to take the money from the private sector also. Make the proposal of 100 crore and 200 crore. Plan it a full-time good organization dedicated for quality, innovation, research, and international successful technologies. Take the good people. Now presently situation is that when the posting on the technical wing, where you appoint the people, that present approach is not good. Those engineers who are keenly interested in research and those who are having a really liking for that, we should take the help and cooperation from that all type of good scientists, good engineers who want to contribute for this sector. We should take the help from them. And this is the time that the Indian scenario, infrastructure scenario is changing. And I will request you, all of you, as a resources, everything, whether your problem is there, myself and Mr. V.K. Singh will help you. You plan it for that. You find out the place, land. We will help you for building, laboratory. You can make a laboratory of international standards. 100% you will get a lot of work from the market also. And make a full-time activity there. The IIT collaboration with your organization. So this can be a good future for all of you. This is a part-time organization. In a year you are taking a conference and accepting 8 or 10 papers. This is not enough. You are making injustice with your own field. So we think more low image crime. Plan for big. We are all with you. We will support you. And we will make this organization pride for all Indians. We want to make this organization world pride with having international standards and all type of research and innovation in it. For that reason, 100% if you are going to plan for that, we are all with you, financially, technically, individually, government-wise. By all ways, we will support you. And for that reason only you need to take initiative in it. Once again, it's an opportunity for me to express my thoughts to all of you. Once again, giving my thanks and best wishes to all of you. And also giving recognition and respect for the great work which is executed by NHI, DCL and the ministry. We are already breaking all records. I am giving my all best wishes for you for this great success. Once again, giving thanks to all of you and also giving thanks to Chairman C.P. Joshi and S.K. Nirmal for giving me opportunity for that. I am sorry I was late because of one previous program. I am giving my all best wishes to you and support to you when I will be in Delhi. 100% come to me, we will discuss the issue and find out the way out, and 100% we will march ahead. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you, sir, for your support and your inspiring speech, giving us many challenges and food for thought.